MG Motor Cyberster. Chinese-owned MG celebrates the marque's centenary with a hard-hitting, multifaceted electric roadster. Design and styling. Carl Gautam's design is intended to convey a more distinctly electric message than previous MG EVs have, perhaps counterintuitively through the medium of classic sports car proportions. And despite it being more than 0.5 meters longer than the modern roadster archetype that is the Mazda MX-5, we would argue that it has succeeded. This really is a fine-looking and suitably eye-catching car of the kind that'll make people wonder if it really is from the same brand that brings you the HS, ZS, and 3. The Cyberster avoids the slightly too high side profile that makes many EVs look a bit awkward, thanks to SAIC's ultra-thin battery cell design at 110mm. Pack is less than the height of a Coke can, which sits within an extra-long wheelbase. To avoid displeasingly long overhangs, does it look like a modern MGB? No. Instead, it looks convincingly like a modern supercar, an impression furthered by the powered scissor doors and black masks on the rear end that mimic air tunnels, a little too much in some ways. Considering how derivative some of its features seem, the Alfa Romeo style nose, Aston Martin aping pinched waistline, Lotus-like aero features, and Maserati Spider homage rear end. Interior. One of the things that MG Motors' Longbridge engineering team fought hard for on this car, they say, was a low driving position. Would they have fought that little bit harder? The car's driving position is otherwise good, and its standard for material quality is surprisingly high for something competing with Alpines and lower-end Porsche Boxsters. But driver toddlers will feel like they're sitting 2 or 3 inches higher at the steering wheel than they'd ideally like to, and are therefore left more exposed to wind buffeting with the roof down than they really ought to be. Praise must go to the comfort and support of the car's full leather bucket seats, which keep you comfortable over distance rather well. But sitting just another few inches lower would make things much better all round, as there's still the feeling of being perched atop the battery, rather than cocooned within the car. Engines and performance. The standard Cyberster trophy must live alongside the brilliant Porsche 718 Boxster, being priced from £55,000, but its rear-mounted electric motor is a bit up on that flat-6 engine at 335 bhp and 350 pounds-feet. Then, for just £5,000 more, there's the Cyberster GT, which gains a second motor at the front for 503 bhp and 535 pounds-feet, as well as four-wheel drive. Pleasingly, you don't get the full brutal peak power production of the GT spec car in comfort mode. There's some more of it in sport, and the whole lot becomes available in super sport. These are selectable via the right-hand shift paddle, to MG's credit, while the left one adjusts the regenerative braking, here styled after Formula One as KERS, through 3 levels of strength. The lesser trophy spec car feels like it has plenty of smooth, accessible performance in sport mode and is quick up to about 50 miles per hour, thereafter falling away from the sort of performance muscle you might expect of a top-order sports car, but remaining swift enough for easy motorway work and a road overtaking. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.